Welcome everybody to a new series on Deep South Gaming. We'll be playing Stardew Valley by Concerned Apes. We just woke up on our first day and had a gift of parsnips in our cabin for us. Oops. There you go. Gotta have a fire going. So first thing I'm going to do is use my scythe to clear out these weeds because the scythe requires no energy to use. Now this is just let's play for fun. I don't really have any goals for it, like completion. I will try to complete the community center in the first year. Don't know if I'll be successful for it because I forgot to click on the guarantee completion option in the start menu when I start the game. All right, so we got a bunch of fiber. Now we're going to need to get 50 pieces of wood so we can build us a chest because our inventory will fill up very fast. And as you can see, our energy bar in the bottom right corner, it's going down pretty fast. But we will have some stuff to sell to make a little bit of money today. And by a little bit, I mean a little bit. All right, so we got 50 pieces of wood now, so we can build us a chest. And we will put it right there. So let's go ahead and put our fiber, our wild seeds, and wood in there. Go ahead and sell the sap and clear these rocks out of the way so we can plant our garden. And hopefully I have enough energy to do that. So we got 15 seeds, 3, 4. We'll do a 5x3 area. Right. Now we have 15 parsnips planted. We'll go ahead and water them in. All right. Oops. Now I did choose the forest farm as our starting farm. No particular reason. I enjoy cutting down trees, honestly. And you do need a lot of wood in this game, so I see our exclamation mark um, jumping in the top here. We got cultivate and harvest a parsnip, which we just planted those. And we got to introduce ourselves to everybody. I normally wait a couple days to actually do that in game, just because. All right, and we are out of energy, so we're going to go ahead and go to bed. Pitiful money amounts, 36 gold. It is now day 2, and we have mail. Hello there, just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. I got something for you, Willie. We'll go visit him probably Wednesday. First things first, water the garden so we don't forget. These take 4 days. We planned them on Monday, so they should be ready by Friday. We'll cut some more trees. Hopefully we can level up soon so we can start getting seeds from the trees and be able to make ourselves some just snacks. I forget exactly what they're called because they got survival burgers, but I know it's not survival snacks. Field snacks is what it is. All right, we just leveled up in foraging, so starting tomorrow, we'll be able to get field snacks. And to craft those, it requires one pine cone, one oak or acorn, and one maple seed. They don't really give you much energy, but they do give you enough. So we'll continue on till we have too low of energy to continue. And then we'll go to sleep and do the same tomorrow. The first couple weeks of this game, it's kind of slow because you're building everything up. So after this tree, we'll probably go to bed, even though it's only 9 o'clock. Actually, we could go visit Willie. So we'll put the wood, fiber, and seeds in there and sell the sap. Later on, we will have crafting recipes that require sap, but for right now, we don't really need it. If you've never played this, there are forageables all over the map that randomly spawn. And depending on the season you're in, depends what forageable will pop up. You can sell them, you can use them for crafting, and you can also donate them to the community center, which will come in about a week. We'll have access to that. So let's talk to Willie now. Hi there, son. Are the newcomer in town? Good to finally meet you. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out at the salty sea. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. From now on, I'm not going to read the dialogue. I'll just let y'all read it. All right, so let's go ahead and eat a couple of these daffodils. And they added very little energy. But we could catch us a fish and eat it for energy, and then catch more fish. Now, to catch fish, you want to keep the fish in the green slider in this mini game, which gets easier over time as you level up in fishing. The slider gets bigger. Oh, daffodil does not give you any energy. Well, a sardine does, so let's go ahead and eat that and use that energy to catch more fish. Now, for the time setting, it takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so to go through a day ish, depending on cutscenes and all that. If you play multiplayer, cutscenes do not stop time, but single player, it does. So far we've gotten 2 sardines and a herring. And I'm going to have to eat a fish after we catch this one because our energy's very, very low. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. See, 13 and 13, so we'll eat this. We'll eat a herring. Whoops. Just for a little bit of energy, and then we'll come sell these 2 to Willie to have a little bit extra money. And then we need go ahead and talk to him. And you could come to this heart menu, and you can see who you've talked to and who you haven't. Which, as you see, we haven't talked to anybody. For completing that assignment, you got to talk to everybody but this guy. Just because you have to wait till certain events happen in the game before you can talk to him. And these little squiggly lines, the longer ones, are seeds. Ooh, and I'm about out of energy again. Yeah, you got the long, wispy ones like that. And then you have these ones right here that give you random stuff. The other ones are always some sort of a seed. And speaking of seeds, let's head to the store and buy us some. So here's Pierre. We need to talk to him. And we'll go ahead and buy some seeds. I know we're going to need. How much space do we have? We got 2 spots. We'll hold off on buying the seeds right now because our inventory is almost full. But while we are here, we could talk to Jody, Caroline, well, we already talked to Robin, Emily, and Marnie. So that's One, two, three, four, five, six people we've talked to so far. This is Mayor Lewis. We talked to him in the beginning of the game. So you see, we got 8 of 28 people greeted. Today's Tuesday, so Maru is working. Got Dr. Harvey and Evelyn. So now we're at 12 of 28 people. And on some days, Haley's up here. Yep, there she is. Let's go ahead and give her a flower. Why not? And then it's only 3 o'clock, but we are low on energy, so we're going to go ahead and fill up our watering can and hit the sack. And then tomorrow we start getting seeds from the trees to make field snacks. So we'll put this, and we'll go ahead and put the fishing rod in there for now because we're not going to need it, and sell that. I think that's a mussel. Yep. All right, I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, so you see, we can now craft wild seeds and field snacks. Now, wild seeds will give you the forageables of that season. Ooh, and it is raining today, which is nice because we don't have to water. It'll save us on some energy. So let's go ahead and chop down some trees, and hopefully we'll get some seeds to go with it. And we haven't got any seeds from that one. All right, we just got an acorn. Now we need a pine cone and a maple seed. And I see a pine cone over there. And we got another acorn. This is a maple tree. Hopefully it'll give us a maple seed. And we got a maple seed. And as you see, our energy is getting low again. So we need another oak or acorn. We are packing up, loading up on the wood though. So that's a good thing. And there's an acorn. So we don't have space in our inventory to put a fill snack if we craft it. So let's go ahead and unload some stuff into the chest. And we'll go ahead and sell this sap. So bring up our crafting menu. Craft this fill snack. You can see it's 45 energy, which is a good boost when our energy level isn't too high. All right, and we leveled up in something again. Yeah, as you see, we only have a max of 270 energy. And of course, they're not dropping any pine cones. Go figure. Hopefully this one does. So, yep, we got a pine cone there. So, craft a fill snack real quick and chow down. If you go to bed, ooh, got another. Picked up 2 pine cones there. Yeah, if you go to bed exhausted, you do wake up without a full energy bar left. So you want to try avoid going to bed while exhausted. All right, so we got us pine cones for Phil snacks. Now we just need the maple seed and the oak seed. Acorn. All right, we got a maple. Will you give us an oak? Or acorn. Uh-oh. I'm starting to feel exhausted. And I don't have any thing to eat. All right, so don't look like there's any forageables for us to eat over here. Let's go down here and look. I doubt there is. But every now and then you do get lucky. And there's one down this way. And it looks like luck's not on our side today. Another thing you can do in this grassy area, it's harder to see. But you look around where oak trees are and see if there's a little stub in the ground, which I'm not seeing any. Saw some over here by the pine trees, but that just means they're pine cones. So something like this right here. But since we're so low on energy, we'll just throw all this into the chest and sell the sap and tuck in for the night. All right, we hit level 2 of foraging. We can now craft a charcoal kiln, which will come in handy later. And made 166 gold off sap. It's a nice sunny day now, and tomorrow, that could have been bad, we will be harvesting parsnips, which hopefully it should level us up to level 1, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and try to get our acorn. There's one. Then we got a maple and an oak tree here to cut down, which looks like, yep. Oh, our inventory's full. You know what? We got enough fiber for now. Right? So we got a couple maple seeds, one acorn. Then we have another acorn there. And more wood. Oh yeah, my inventory's full. All right, so we'll drop this off into the chest, sell the sap, and then we're going to take a little field trip to the cinder sap forest. And see, we have enough seeds to make 2 field snacks, but I don't think we'll need them today. So right now, for now, we'll hold off on that. Whoops. Now, cinder sap forest is south of your farm, no matter what farm you start on. If you come over here, cross this bridge, and head south again, you'll come up to these. These only grow in spring. They're green onions. The only thing you can really do with them is sell them. A little bit, a lot further down the road, they are used in a cooking recipe, but we're not anywhere close to that, so we're just gonna sell them for now because right now money's important to us. Just go walk around, go the back way back to the farmhouse and look for any more forageables. Because we need one of each for the spring ones, and there's 4 different ones in spring. You got the dandelion, a daisy, a horseradish, and a leek. And we'll need one of each for the community center. There we go, another maple seed. So let's go ahead and empty our inventory again. Put that there. We need one of those. Keep that, keep that. And then we'll sell the rest of this. And then you could also come up this way to find forageables. You find more leeks and horseradishes up here. Like here's the leek. Make sure you look everywhere because they spawn in random spots. Here's another leek, and here's Linus. So we've talked to Linus. And we have a horseradish here and another leek. And as you can see in the inventory bar, I have 2 different leeks. Your scale is, well, let's talk to Demetrius first. Your scale is a plain one. Then you have a silver star. then a gold star, and then a iridium star, which is kind of a purplish color. And that is how they go by in price. You won't see a iridium quality for a good while. But we will eventually see it. So if you're going to donate stuff to the community center, unless it asks for a higher quality, I wouldn't do it because you get more money selling it than it'll be worth donating it. Which there's only one bundle that requires a higher level of items, and that's the quality crops bundle. You'll need either 5 parsnips or 5 melons, 5 corn, or 5 pumpkins. You need 3 out of those 4 groups. So I guess we'll go ahead and burn our energy since we have energy to spare and get more wood and clean up our area a lot more. Eventually, we'll have to have area for a chicken coop, a barn, a silo, and any other kind of things we build. I'm not sure exactly what all we're going to build yet. It all depends how much money we have and how much resources we have. But as of right now, our most vital resources are wood and stone. So those are going to be top priority. Let's go ahead and get some more stone. And we will need grass eventually when we get our coop and barn for our animals to eat, so we don't have to keep constantly buying hay. But right now, it'll grow back, so we're going to get rid of it just to make it easier to see. All right, our energy's low, so let's go ahead and unload everything. Sell the sap as always, and go to sleep for the night. And then this will conclude the first episode of Stardew Valley. As you can see, our parsnips are ready. And Pierre wants me to come spend money. And the rock is cleared up by the forest, so we'll go check that out after we harvest everything. All right, we got something new to sleep on. So that means we leveled up in farming. So I'm going to go ahead and water this ground right here so it doesn't despawn the area while we are away. And just for the fun of it, we'll go ahead and plant these seeds. We will go buy some more seeds, but as of right now, we'll just plant what we have because these are free. And then we'll do a couple carrots. Go refill our watering can. And sell all but one of these parsnips. We need to keep one for the community center. And then let's go check out what is new since they cleared out the rock slide. I should have grabbed my fishing pole because I like fishing the lake because it's less likely to have trash. All right, we reached farming level 1. We've done that, and we have to craft a scarecrow. But we won't be able to do that until tonight after we sleep. And we got 100 gold for harvesting a parsnip. So pick that up. All right, there was a pile of rocks here. As you see, it's now gone. And we have a little bit more area where we have access to. Not much. We still don't have access to this bridge. It'll be fixed later. And we don't have access to this building yet. But we do have access to this doorway. So we got a rusty sword from Marlin. He runs the Adventure Guild. That's the building to the right of here. So let's go ahead and dive down in here. We won't go too far because we still don't have much energy. But basically, you clear rocks or defeat monsters. And then our ladder to the next level will randomly spawn. But since we need stone, we're going to go ahead and break a few rocks. You don't get any monsters until level 2. And then the deeper down you go, the more challenging the monsters become. Now, what I like to do is put my sword and my pickaxe side by side to make it easier to swap between the two. And I avoid the silver rocks at the beginning because they take 2 hits to destroy, which means more energy cost. Of course, when you miss like that, it also costs you energy, so you want to be careful on how you swing your pickaxe. All right, here's our first enemy. These are called slimes. They don't really drop much good, but they will drop some loot, so there's that. All right, and right now, we got a geode. Right now, the goal is to get enough money to build a chicken coop. Actually, I gotta get 10 clays before I can even worry about that. So let's go ahead and leave the mine, go back to our farm, and unload our inventory. So our next mission is to reach level 5 of the mines, which won't be done today, that's for sure. But we're going to head back to the farm, unload everything, swing by Pierre's, pick up seeds for us to plant, and then we'll have to sleep before we can plant them because right now we have the maximum amount of crops in the ground for no crows to bug them. Once you plant the 16th plant, you have to worry about crows. So let's move all this into here. We don't need to take that to town with us, or that, or that. And then we'll go ahead and sell this one little slime. And then we'll run by Pierre's general store and buy some seeds. And then today is, or yeah, it's Friday, which means most people are going to be going to the saloon tonight. Let's see, we'll get 5 potato seeds, 3 cauliflower, 1 bean. We'll get some kale and a lot of parsnips. All right, so that should suffice us for a while. You can also dig in the trash. Sometimes you'll get food. Sometimes you'll get trash. All right, we got some oysters to sell and a clam, all of which is needed for the community center. I believe we need $4,000 to be able to get the um, chicken coop. Let's see, 160 energy, 72 health, plus it ups your max energy and your speed. Nah, I like to buy salads for when I go mining to use as an energy source. All right, it's almost 3 o'clock. People should be gathering around. I know one person who won't come here is the old man here, George. And Alex doesn't, but we're not friends enough with him to go into his room to introduce ourselves to him. Trying to think of who else won't be there. Let's see who all we got left to talk to. So he'll be there. The kids won't. She won't. He will. He won't. He will. He works there. He'll be there. Nope. Yes. 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 So all but the kids and Penny will be at the saloon tonight. Now, Penny sometimes hangs out in the Cindersap forest in the afternoons with the kids. So let's see if she's over there now. And it doesn't look like it. And not here. So here's Leah. Let's see if we catch her. Let's see if they were up by the park. Because if we catch those three, we'll be able to complete the introductions. And they are not up here either. I used to know where everybody was and when, but oh, there they are. So there's Jas, one of the kids, Vincent, and then Penny. Now everybody else we should be able to meet in the saloon. Oh, Alex is out too. So let's give him a chat. I think we've talked to Demetrius already. We haven't talked to Pam yet, or Gus, or Emily. And there's also Shane, Sam, and Sebastian. So that should leave Elliot and Gus, which Elliot just walked in. Have I talked to Pam yet? All right, let's check our relationships. Yep, so Gus is the only person left who is the local blacksmith. He normally comes from this way, so let's go ahead and see if we can run into him. There he is, so. Oh, Clint. Yeah, I guess it's the saloon owner, so let's go ahead and. Our next part is give someone a gift. So I have a topaz right here. Now, Emily loves all gems. So we'll give her a love gift. And then we get 100 gold for that. Now, when you give somebody a gift, you can see right here, it'll give you a check mark. You could give 2 gifts per week per person. Unless it's the week of their birthday, then you give them 3 sometimes. If you've given them 2 gifts already, you give them the birthday present. This box says you've talked to them today. As you build relationships with people, you unlock stuff. Which, let's go to the calendar and you can see when some birthdays are. Like Sunday will be Mary Lou's birthday. The following Sunday will be Haley's. The 10th is Vincent's. You also have Pam, Shane's, Emily's, and Pierre's birthdays this month. So it's always good to keep in mind people's birthdays. Because if you give them a loved gift on their birthday, it really helps out with relationships. I'm going to go ahead and sell this and throw our seeds into the chest, and I'll sell one of these oysters. All right, I'll see y'all Saturday morning. All right, now we can craft a scarecrow and basic fertilizer. And we made 565 gold tonight, which ain't too shabby. So first things first, we'll talk to Clint. All right, now we've learned how to craft a furnace. We don't have enough resources to do that just yet, but we will. All right, so we can make a scarecrow now, which is one of our next tasks. So we need 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fiber. So 1 coal, wood, and fibers. Let's go ahead and craft us a scarecrow. And put all the other extra stuff back. So we'll plop our scarecrow here. Go ahead and water. All right, we got our wild seeds and carrots watered. So let's see how many more spaces we need. 5, 8, 9, 11, 14, and then we'll just fill in with parsnips. So let's go 2 wider here and 2 wider down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and so that's 30 more seeds possible we could plant. We'll put this in the corner because it has a collision on it, so you can't walk through it. We'll plant our kale and carrots here. And then we'll put a cauliflower up here in this corner with our taters. And everything else will be parsnips, which these are all gone. And we had just enough. Wow. All right, and we'll water all this crap in. And eventually we will need to upgrade our watering can because it takes a lot of energy to water this much. All right, and we got a journal entry to craft a furnace, and we get 100 gold for building the scarecrow. Let's go ahead and refill our watering can. Go ahead and put our clay, our watering can, and our hoe. Well, we'll keep the hoe. We'll need the pickaxe, the sword, and the salad. And we're going to go back to the mines and try to get to level 5 today. Which this should, hopefully, we'll get enough ore and stuff so we can craft the furnace. Because those are 2 of our next journal entries is reach level 5 of the mine and craft a furnace. And we gotta start from level 1, which stinks, but it is what it is. I mean, it'll allow us to get more stone, and every now and then these plain rocks do drop an ore node, or I mean, a piece of ore. And I hate when the ladders are hidden under this, so let's go ahead and eat us a salad. All right, pick up this earth crystal, start bonking some rocks. Now to craft the furnace, I believe we need 25 ore and 20 stone. Always break crates and stuff because you never know what they're going to hold. I found seeds, weapons, wood, hardwood, rocks, rings. All right, we're down to level 3. And there's a slime. So we got 2 more levels to go. We hit it once, so. And then we have some new ideas to sleep on. Let's go ahead and eat us our last salad. And I want to go to these crates to knock them open. So we got cave carrots and some more stone. And there are no more nodes there, so we'll go ahead and go down to level 4. Let's see, just we'll pick up stuff. I don't want to spend too much energy down here. So we're going to go ahead and take the ladder. We will kill these slimes though. They're just begging to be killed. And then I want to break these crates. So we got more seeds. We'll go ahead and get rid of this sap for those. All right, our new journal update is reach level 40 of the mines. But we're done for now. Every 5 levels, you have access to that level with the elevator. So since we made it to level 5, we go straight to level 5 now. Which comes in handy. Now later on, a lot later on in the game, elevators won't always be available, but for right now they are, and I'm glad of that. Squirrel! Yeah, sometimes when the squirrels run up a tree or a woodpecker pecks on the tree, it'll drop the seeds. And sometimes you can come up to the tree and shake it and it'll drop seeds. Not always, but sometimes. So let's go ahead and keep that, that, and we'll sell that. other stuff. So let's see if we have enough to craft a, I don't think we do. Nope, we don't. We need 20 ore and 25 stone, and we currently have 16 ores. So let's go ahead and put our sword up, our pickaxe up. Actually, we'll keep that. Get our watering can, our axe, and our scythe. And let's go ahead and go to sleep for the night. And then this will conclude episode 2 of Stardew Valley. If you liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification so you don't miss another episode. And as always, feel free to share this video or comment on it. And thank you for watching from Beachside Gaming. Episode 3 on Stardew Valley is now Sunday, Spring 7th. And Robin has offered to build us a well for 75 stone and 1,000 gold. We're not going to worry about that. And we need to slay 10 slimes to enter the Adventurers Guild. So let's go ahead and water our garden. And try to make some more money because we only have 895 gold, which ain't enough. Eventually, we won't have to do this every morning. Hopefully by midsummer, we'll have what we need to not have to do this. All right, we are full of water. So let's go ahead and throw this coal and watering can in there for now. We won't need our pickaxe for what we're fixing to do. Now, every Sunday, we have a visitor come to the Cindersap Forest. They also come Fridays too, but I forgot to go visit them Friday. And right here we have the traveling merchant. They charge exuberant amounts, but sometimes they got what you need. A red snapper would be nice, but yeah, we're not going to buy anything today. But we will cut down some more trees. And since me just sitting here cutting down trees is going to be boring, I'll bring y'all back in probably tomorrow morning because I'll do this until I'm low on energy. And then I'll see y'all on the 8th. As you can see, we leveled up in foraging overnight. Now Robin telling us he can expand our house. which we will do as part of the progressing in the game. I think it's 10,000 gold to upgrade your house, so we've got a while before we can do that. I've never built a well. I don't really see the point in it, honestly, especially since we got a water source right there. But we got 2 nice carrots harvested. And everything else will be a while. So let's get us 2 wild seeds to grow. And refill our watering can. Go ahead and put that up. Sell the carrots. So we still got to slay 10 slimes for our journal. Let's head into town and check the bulletin board, see if anybody needs anything. This is basically explaining where the storyline can converge. We can either take the community center route, or we could buy a JoJo membership and go that route. I prefer to go the community center route just because it's honestly, you work for it more. The JoJo route, you just pay money to complete stuff. This, you actually have to farm stuff, forage for stuff, cook stuff, and mine for stuff. So to me, it's more interactive to go with the community center route than the JoJo Martin route. So we're going to do the community center route. If y'all have never played this, each of these rooms, you'll have requirements, and they'll look like that. We don't have access to understand it just yet, but soon we will. So let's head back down to town and check out the bulletin board. Make sure there's no forageables here. and nothing's posted. In 2 days, it'll be, I don't want the trash. I'm having a brain fart. It'll be Vincent's birthday in 2 days. We don't have any loved items or liked items to give him. So we're not going to worry about it. Come up here, check forageables. Go ahead and cut this tree down. We need some more maple leaves or seeds. And we need more wood, honestly. But you always want to keep your eyes out for forageables. And they can spawn anywhere. And we just got a gold star one, so that helps with friendship if it's a higher quality. So we'll head down here and give this to Linus. I think he likes these. And as you see with Linus, we gave him a gift. Haven't had enough to up the hearts yet, but every little bit helps. I make it a habit just to cut down a tree every now and then just to get wood, because that's one thing you always need, wood and stone. And seeds also, but you know, let's clean up a little bit around here and then we'll go to bed. These little branches give you no experience, but they do give you one wood, so cut down this oak. And another thing I'll show y'all, whoop, that's a maple. But you see how this shrub looks different, how it has that circle in the middle? On the forest map and on the Four Corners map, those ones will always give you wild seeds. I don't think there's a way. No. I wish you'd get rid of these bushes right here. But unfortunately, there's no way I know of that you can. So we're stuck with them. You know what? We need to go mining, so let's go ahead and head back to town and get us some food. And then tomorrow we'll go back into the mines. And maybe, hopefully, get a better weapon dropped from a monster. So let's get 3 salads. That should be enough. And we're down to 360 gold. Not good, but hey. We need 9 more pieces of copper ore to craft a furnace, which is one of our journal entries. So let's go and get our sword and a watering can. And let's go to sleep for the night. It's a little early, and there's something I forgot to do Sunday. You want to make sure you watch TV every Sunday for a special broadcast, which if you miss it on Sunday, it does have a rerun on Wednesday, so we're good. All right, the wizard wants to talk to us. Hey, we got some more stuff to harvest. Yay. So on second thought, we won't be going to the mines today. We gotta go visit the wizard. And then after we talk to him, we'll have other things to do. So let's see, we harvested 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So let's grab 6 more seeds. Whoops. We'll throw this golden parsnip in there and we'll sell everything else we harvested. Refilled watering can. And then let's go see the wizard. We still got a long way to clean off our land. Might as well collect fiber while we're at it. All right, and here we are at the Wizard's Tower. Yeah, I like the wizard. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. I like the Junimos too. Where'd he go? The expressions on the faces sometimes are funny. So the gifts of the valley are what we got to deliver. I don't know, something that's smoking green like that. I don't know if I'd want to taste it. But it refills my energy, so now going all psychedelic. I think the wizard might have had some mushrooms in there also. We've gained the power of forest magic. Now we can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. And the wizard kicked us out. But let's go ahead, head back in there. And now we have talked to everybody on our list. All right, now that we can decipher the scroll, let's head back to the community center. But first, we're going to drop some stuff off in our chest and pick some stuff up. So we'll need that, that, or that. We will need this, this, and that's all we'll need for now. Might as well pick that up to sell it while we're at it. We do have an earth crystal, but we're going to need it. So, plus it's kind of hard to get find this time of day. She hides in her little greenhouse. All right, so spring forage bundle. We're going to need a horseradish, a daffodil, a leek, and a dandelion. And we just happen to have all those. So every time you complete a bundle, you get a reward. These are spring seeds, which will give you forageables. So everything we use to turn in for the bundle, that's what they'll grow. But you won't get farming experience from it. You'll get foraging experience when you pick them. Then this is now available, and we have a parsnip which we can already turn in. Everything else is growing. This is going to be the hardest one to get, or the takes the longest time, and so will this one, because duck eggs and goat milk are further on down the line. But I guess we could go ahead and accept this, because I believe we do have an earth crystal, and we'll try to find Carolyn. These deliveries do help with your friendship level. I forget how much it helps raise them. All right, and here's our earth crystal. Plus, you also get some good swag for completing these. So she'll sometimes be down here talking with Jody, but she isn't here now. But she's back here. Might as well talk to Abby while we're here. Oh yeah, Tuesday. They got the workout thing. So let's go ahead and accept the delivery of that. Go ahead and talk to everybody while we're here. And then we're back up to 671 gold. And then we'll just work on clearing out our farmland a little bit. And tomorrow we shall go to the mines. Eventually, once we get enough energy, we'll be able to do one episode a day. But right now, we can't last that long. But as we level up on things, we do, our energy bar gets bigger, so I want that to fall towards the water. So many trees. But like I said, we need wood, so now in your first year, you can actually buy a lot of the resources for pretty cheap. You get wood and stone from Robin at the carpentry shop, and you get ores at Clint's blacksmith shop. I have my pickaxe on me. Oops. And we're up to over 100 pieces of wood this time. So I think we'll stop cutting there because our energy's low. We'll throw all this junk in our chest that we want to keep. I think we have plenty of those. All right, and sell this stuff, and we'll go to bed. And all right, welcome everybody to episode 4 of Stardew Valley on Deep South Gaming. And we have a visitor. Do we want to adopt the dog? Yeah. Do we want to call it Yogi? No. We'll call it whoops. Call him Buddy. Ooh, don't want to cut our crops down. And as you can see, we got a ton of parsnips that are ready to pick. Now, one of the requirements for the bundle is 5 gold star parsnips. We already have one in the chest. And it looks like we only got one more. So on our way back from the mines, we need to go ahead and purchase some more parsnips seeds because we need 3 more gold star ones. We fill our water thing, sell those, put that in the thing. And with the animals, which today you don't have to, but if you refill the water can, it helps to build their friendship level up with you, which is important for a little gift your grandfather gives you. And if we're going mining, we need a pickaxe. So let's go grab our pickaxe. I'm glad I noticed before we got all the way to the mines I had to turn back. So we don't need that, and we'll grab this one. And I like to keep my sword, oops, and my pickaxe and my food right next to each other. And we're off to the mines. I always try to pick up any forageables on the way because they can be used for energy and health if need be. But if I don't need them to, I can sell them. So let's get our sword ready. And did we make it down to level 5? Yes, we did. And found the ladder. So let's see if there's any other treats down here. And I'm not seeing anything else. That's a couple more rocks because you always need stone. All right. All right. Found the ladder. And we got some more copper nodes right here. And we still need to kill 10 slimes for the adventure guild. So I forget how many copper ores we needed. Let's go ahead and eat us a salad because our energy's low. We'll head back to the ladder and go down another level. All right, more slimes. All right, we do want that dwarf scroll, so that will come in handy later. What is that? I don't want the geode. Star shirt. Let's see how it looks on us. I like that. All right, we're up to 23 coal ores. Can't remember if we already got the ladder or not. We have not, so we have to look for it. Hopefully we can find the ladder and get down to level 10 prior to Pierre's closing. Got another earth crystal. Let's go ahead and eat these leeks to free up a spot. So let's see how many more. We need 3 more slimes to enter the Adventurers Guild. All right, so none of the monsters dropped the ladders, so we're gonna have to dig for it. There we go. So it looks like we're going to have plenty of copper ore to build our furnace. And we still got one more slime over here to dispatch. All right, and it doesn't look like we'll make it to Pierre's in time today. But we have made it to level 10. Go ahead and get rid of that so we have space for leather boots. And go ahead and put those on. Let's try to make it, but I doubt we will. I think he closes at 5. Might be 6, but I believe it's 5. Oh, it's Wednesday. They're closed. Okay, Lewis would like a quartz, and we just happen to have 3 of them. So let's see if Lewis is home. And he is not, or not yet at least. I got zoomed in a little too much to y'all see what he's talking about. But right to your left, which I'll show it to you after the cutscene, there's a prize machine. Which those little collection missions we do outside Pierre's, every 3 of them you get a prize ticket. And there's the machine right there. So whoops. And since we completed that, we'll collect that. And now we have 75 gold from him. So if we come here, you see right here, we have 1 more to get a prize ticket. And then you get random prizes. Which when we claim the first one, it shows you what the next 3 will be. So you know what's going on. Make sure there's no forgeables, and there is one. And now we definitely have plenty of ore and stone to build us a furnace. So let's go ahead and put that up there, put that up there, that and that. And we'll grab our stone and our ore. And let's grab our axe too, because I want to get rid of that tree right there. All right, and let's craft us a furnace. 20 ores and 25 stone. So we'll place it right there. And we'll go ahead and smelt us a copper bar. Go ahead and throw our wood back in there, our stones in there. We'll put 4 copper ores in there because you can only do 5 at a time. So our sap and our daffodil. Really don't want to plant wild seeds there because we need parsnips. Can we craft fertilizer yet? We can. So let's go ahead and grab our sap and craft us a bunch of fertilizer. Throw that back in there because I don't want to put it down and then have the ground despawn and be a waste of fertilizer. I don't know if it will, but just in case. All right, we got 2 copper bars going. Let's go ahead and grab our watering can, wherever it's at, and we'll go to bed for the night. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday, so Queen of the Sauce is the program you need to watch every Sunday so you can learn all the recipes you need. It doesn't repeat for the first 2 years, and then it goes back through the cycle. So if you miss it, you catch the reruns on Wednesdays, which it will prioritize any recipe you missed. And we have no. All right, Robin lost her favorite axe, and she'll give you 250 gold for finding it. So let's water our garden. It looks like we got some potatoes there already. So we'll head down, look for her axe, and then once we find it, we'll deliver it to her and stop by Pierre's and grab some seeds. Gonna go ahead and water this empty ground plot so it doesn't despawn while we're out. Fill up our watering can. For our last carp bar in there to work while we're doing our thing. And sell some taters. Tell our doggy he's a good boy, give him some water. And we'll throw that and that into our chest. Honestly, we don't need the pickaxe or the sword either. This way, in case we find any forageables along the way, we can pick them up. Should have kept the scythe though. But hindsight's 2020. I ain't going back. Ooh, we got a lot of spring onions. All right, we found Robin's lost axe. And we got some more onions here. And some more over here. Good haul on onions today. All right, let's go visit Robin. We'll go this way so we could empty out our inventory. Got always be on the lookout for forageables. Right, we have a new request. Maru would like a refined quartz. So we'll accept that so we can get the prize ticket, and I'll show y'all how to make refined quartz in a minute. Go ahead and get 20 parsnip seeds. Let's see, how long do we have to... Okay, we got till tomorrow to deliver it to Marnie, for Maru. And luckily we have some quartz to refine. So here's your axe. And then we'll accept that for 250 gold. And then we'll head back to the farm the back way. Just to see if there's any forageables. Which I didn't think there would be. Because we went through here yesterday and picked up the forageables going to the mine. So let's grab 1 quartz, 1 piece of coal, and put a wood up there. Let's also go ahead and grab our fertilizer. And we'll go ahead and fertilize all this ground and plant us some parsnips. And we bought just enough. What are the odds of that? Throw this back in there. Sell that. Get ready for tomorrow. We still need more copper and coal, so I think tomorrow we'll go back to the mines. And while we wait for that to do its thing, go ahead and cut some trees down. Never realized the tail wagging made a sound in the grass. All right, and our quartz is ready. So let's throw the wood and the sap in there because we'll need more fertilizer. We got plenty of pine cones, so we don't need that. And let's see if Maru is still at work. She works at the clinic on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I can't remember what time it closes, so she's still there, so we now have a prize ticket. So let's head to the mayor's house and cash it in. So as you can see, we're going to get 12 carrot seeds. Our next one will get a peach sapling, and then the next one will get 10 wild seeds. And after that, we will get 3 mystery boxes. Look, Granny. So we got 150 gold for that. As you see, we got 1 heart with Robin, Carolyn, Maru, and Lewis, all for completing the assignments. So all in all, not a bad day. Go ahead and throw our seeds in here. And now we don't have enough copper. Let's go ahead and cut some more trees down. Now, eventually, we will need more chests because they're going to fill up, and I like to have different chests for different categories. just to help me stay organized. Which is not like me in real life, because I'm not very organized in real life. At least that's what I'm told. And we'll just do this until our energy's too low. And then also give us some sap to make more fertilizer with. Gotta have fertilizer to get gold crops. I mean, don't have to, but it makes it more likely. All right, and our energy's very low now, so let's see if there are any forageables around here for us to pick up to eat, just to raise it up a little bit. And there isn't, so I guess that'll be it. So let's go ahead and we'll throw that up there. We're going to grab our wood out. Let's build us, let's say, 3 more chests. Put our wood in there. And then let's color code them. So we'll do a black one, a green one, a blue one, and a pink one. Going to sell those. Let's start organizing. Let's see. So that's a mining item. Mining, 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 mining. So we'll put all of the mining items in here. Seeds. Put in the green one. In the blue, we'll put our fishing stuff. That could go mining, that could go fishing. We'll put those in the mining too. So blue will do the fishing. We'll put our sap in here because that's what we make fertilizer with. And then all of these are mining. So in here will be our supplies and stuff for the community center, which if you notice over here, when we hover over this, this will pulsate. That means it is a requirement for the community centers. So none of that is requirement for the community center. That is. Alright, and I guess this will conclude today's episode of Stardew Valley. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. As always, feel free to comment or share this video. And thank you for watching from Deep South Gaming. Yeah, y'all. Welcome to episode 5, which is day 12 of spring, year 1 on Stardew Valley. We have mail. Tomorrow will be the Egg Festival from 9 to 2. We'll go ahead and attend that. And it looks like we got some more stuff ready to harvest. We'll have to grab our scythe to harvest the kale. And we got some new ideas to sleep on tonight. So today is going to be a mining day since we have the Egg Festival tomorrow. We ran out of water. So let's go ahead and refill this. Grab our scythe and some seeds. Uh, we'll go ahead and plant some carrots. Why not? We do need to pick us up some more turnip seeds so we can try to get our 5 gold star turnips. So we won't need that. We'll put that over here, and we'll sell everything else because we don't need it. But we will need our sword, but not our axe. We need our pickaxe too. So let's grab that and put our scythe up there. Grab food there. So far, we've made almost 5 grand in the series. I wish the developer made it a little bit faster of running for you, where you can run a little bit faster. Because with such short days, time is of the essence. All right, let's head down to level 10. We'll have some new monsters to fight here. Oops. We really need a better sword. All right, and we just killed enough slimes to be inducted into the Adventurers Guild. Make sure there are no more nodes. And there are Dougie's here, so let's go ahead and try to kill him. All right, we got him. Go ahead and grab a couple stones while we're at it. Ooh, amethyst. Those are always good to have. Nab this. Of course, we always need coal. Another amethyst. And a dead bug. Another Dougie. All right, that Dougie dropped us a cherry bomb, so let's place it right here. Ooh, there's another Dougie there. All right, so let's we don't need a slime, and we got enough carrots. We need a yam, that's for sure. Right. Keep hitting the wrong button. Ooh, two Dougies. Now you might be wondering why I'm taking time to kill the Dougies. And as soon as we leave the mine, I'll let y'all see why I'm doing that. Got one more level until we can open up the elevator. This way we don't have to redo levels again. All right, and our elevator is opened up. Just take a quick look, see if there's anything we want to snag real quick. We'll snag you and you. We'll go ahead and kill you while we're at it. See if there's anything down here. Nope. All right, we'll go ahead and leave the mines. This way we can save on eating our salad. And then we'll head over here to this building. This is the Adventurers Guild. We can buy weapons, which that really ain't too bad. It's a little bit more damage, but it's a lot faster. And that's it. But over here, we have our monster eradication goals. As you see, we've killed 16 of 1,000 slimes, 17 of 80 cave insects, 6 of 30 Dougies, and then 1 of 60 rock crabs. And there's a lot we haven't came across yet. So every time you complete those, you get a reward, which is why I was killing the Dougies. Once we leave, I think level 20 of the mines, we don't get any more Dougies, so I try to kill them all we can. And tonight's Friday night, so most everybody will be at the saloon. So let's hop in here. Oops. Pop over to our amethyst. Okay, talk to her real quick, and then gonna head over to the Cindersap Forest to see if there's anything we need from the traveling merchant. Oops. Even though our inventory is full, we can get rid of the bug meat because we don't really need that at the moment. If there's anything we want to buy. Let's see what she has today. Cauliflower, triple, nope, 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 nothing we need. So we'll go ahead and unload our stuff into the chest and get ready for tomorrow. We got the egg festival tomorrow. For some reason, they don't want to call it Easter, but hey, we know what it is. All right, so stone go in here. That will, that will, that will, that will, that will, that will. And the yam will go over here. And we gotta find our watering can. All right, so I'll see y'all in the morning. Oh yeah, and God, we leveled up to level 2 farming and level 1 combat. Nice. And we made 543 gold, which is also nice. All right, got a couple parsnips already. We don't have any parsnip seeds to replace those, so I guess we'll plant more carrots because we can't buy any parsnip seeds today since there's a festival going on, so everything's shut down on festival days most of the time. Always an exception to the rule, of course. But carrots only take 3 days to grow, so that'd be no problem. We'll have plenty of time to grow more parsnips once we pull the carrots out. And something we forgot to do yesterday was give Buddy some water. I don't know where he's at, so we can't go pet him. So get another copper bar going. Refill a watering can, and then sell our parsnips. Plus, gotta grab our carrot seeds too. So 1, 2, and 3. Put that in there, put that in there. The festival doesn't start till 9, so we'll just go ahead and cut down some trees while we wait. And might as well, we ain't got nothing else to do today. This way we get some more sap too. This way we can have more fertilizer. And we get acorns and maple seeds. All right, we'll cut one more tree down, and then the festival has started. So we'll throw this in our chest and head over to the festival. I'll get that little branch out of the way. Don't. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's head to the festival. Now, Pierre does sell stuff during festivals, which the only thing I would maybe consider buying is strawberry seeds, but I'm not going to buy those this year. So let's go ahead and talk to Mayor Lewis, and we'll start the egg hunt. Right, time to hunt eggs. I think you need 7 to win. Might be 6, but that's not one. But that is. You get a little bit of time to find them all. Right, we got 8 eggs, and we're out of time. The prize isn't that good. It's a straw hat. But next year, if we win, we do get a better prize. But we didn't win this time. Abigail won. Don't know how many she got, but it was more than 8. So, and then after the festival, you always get brought back to your house. So let's go ahead and hit the hay. Here's our dog. And in the morning, it'll be Sunday. All right, we leveled up in foraging. We can now make a tapper, a mushroom log, and we craft summer wild seeds. And we made 105 gold off our produce we sold today. All right, and now we begin our mundane routine of waking up and watering the garden, which is very mundane, honestly. Go ahead and refill our watering can. And our garden's looking good. The parsnips should be ready tomorrow, I believe, which would be nice. So give Buddy some water. Give him a pat. I'm not going to need this today. All right, let's go check out the traveling cart. Might as well knock a tree or two down while we're on our way. Like I said, you can never have too much wood. Oops. Yeah, I don't have my scythe on me. Hello, you got anything good for me today? Corn, don't need. Catfish we could use. Ooh, quality fertilizer. There's only one. Red cabbage seed. Okay, this is what we need to make sure the community center's done within a year. Because Pierre does not offer that to be to sell you until summer of year two. So now that we have that, we have a very good chance of finishing off the community center in the first year. Go ahead and cut down the tree too. And then I guess we'll head into town and see if anything's posted on the board. And might as well run by the community center while we're at it. Let's see. Yes, should be all we need. Check up here for any forageables, and there are none. Should grab some stone while we're at it. Oh well. And we do have a post. Uh, kill 2 crabs. We're not going to do that. So today's not a mining day. So first things first, we'll check the craft room and put a cave carrot down here. And then construction bundle, go ahead and add the wood. And then up here to the spring crops, we'll add the tater. And then in the fish tank, we'll add the shellfish we have. So the clam and the mussel, I think. Nope, oyster. And let's go ahead and head down to the beach, see if we can find any more forageables for the community center or just to sell. When digging the trash, you want to be careful because you will lose friendship points if you get caught. All right, got a seed worm, and since we have our wood, let's go ahead and repair our bridge. That's going to drastically reduce our amount of wood, but it does open up this area to more forageables. So we got some coral. And that's it. But that's more than we had, so. And I don't see any more forageables up here, so let's check the cinder sap forest. Maybe find some, or pick some green onions. Or maybe cut down a tree or two. Who knows? A little foreshadowing. And we're down in the southern part of the Citrusap Forest. And we got some more carrot seeds, but there are no green onions. Oh well. It's worth a look. We'll go ahead and cut down this tree. Just for fun of it. Now we can sell the tree sap and the seeds we have, or the tree seeds we have, if we ever get a hard press for cash. I think you get like 2 gold per sap, which granted isn't much, but every little bit helps. Or we could um, craft some field snacks and sell those. I forget how much those go for. And we have no forageables up here, which makes sense because forageables normally spawn on Mondays. So let's go ahead and open the right chest. Throw our wood back in here. Our carrot seeds, our sap, and that there. Now the clay, we're going to need a total of 10 pieces when we go to build a silo, which won't be too far in the future because we need a silo for our animals when we build our barns and stuff. And since it's Sunday, let's check the queen of the sauce. And we learned how to cook coleslaw. All right, and now we'll go to bed. And we made 220 gold today. Not bad. But I think this will finish up this episode. So, and if you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification so you don't miss another episode. And as always, feel free to share this video or comment. And thank you for watching from D South Gaming.